and welcome to He Lived, Heaven's live video devotional. If you want to start a new devotional life, or maybe you just want to hear a word for the day, then tune in. Don't forget to bring your Bibles, and let me kick some flavor in your ear. So the word on the street tonight is coming from Isaiah, that's my name, 65, verse 24. All right, go ahead and get that. This is old school. Isaiah 65, 24. And the word on the street tonight says, "Before they call, I will answer. And while they are still speaking, I will hear." Boom. So the question for tonight is a pretty simple one. How many people here got cell phones? All right. Almost everybody's hand probably raised on that one. I mean, even I got cell phone. I got two cell phones. I mean, there's one phone, G phone, right? And there's two. Okay. All right. And so even though everybody has cell phones, and cell phones, we're in constant communication with each other every day. I mean, if you're not on the phone like this, you're probably on the phone like this, and you're just on the texting, and you're driving and texting, and you're on the bus, you're texting, and you're on the train, you're texting. But the point is, we're in constant communication with each other every day, and it's great, it's amazing. But what if one day you left your cell phone home or you lost it? I mean, that day is usually terrible. It'll be a rough day without that cell phone. I mean, first of all, you don't remember numbers. Secondly, you swear that everyone in your phone book is trying to contact you when they're really not, but you just kind of get that feeling. And then forget about it if you have an emergency. I mean, that cell phone is crucial. I mean, what would you do without it? I remember one time, it's a crazy story, but the point is I dropped my cell phone in some water, and it was a total disaster. It malfunctioned. It was game over. It did not work, And I went that day to school on the train. As I was sitting there, I saw everybody on the bus was, kind of like this, or they was kind of texting, and I heard some ringtones that I kind of thought was mine. I'm checking my waist, and oh, no, I don't got a cell phone, and it's somebody else, and I felt like I was lost. I felt like I was out of touch, and out of connection, and out of communication with the world. I mean, it was that serious. And I think that sometimes, or all the time, prayer should be just like our cell phone. I mean, never leave home without it. Always keeping it charged and ready to talk to God at any moment. Anytime, God is always ready to hear from you. One of the problems that people often run into is that even when they have their phones, a lot of people have a past due bill. They're broke, and that phone company they'll first shut down your outgoing calls. You can't call out, but you can still receive in. And then soon after they cut those incoming calls, and when you don't have that bill paid, it's often a struggle, But the difference here with your prayer is that God always has that bill paid. He paid that bill for you with his blood. He paid for minutes that you used in the past, minutes that you're using right now, and minutes that you're going to use in the future, just so you guys can communicate with each other. He paid that bill, and sometimes we just leave it home. We leave our phones home, or we lose it or break it. When we have an emergency, we try our best to contact him, and we got to talk to somebody else to try to use their cell phone, asking them to pray for you. But you need to reestablish that direct line with God once again, because he truly wants to hear from you, and you only. I encourage you today not to lose your prayer life. It'll be a rough day without it. Have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 10 p.m.